Hey everyone, Felix from Nintendo Life here, and you may or may not know that Plants vs. Zombies Replanted launched on the Switch and Switch 2, and also lots of other consoles, but it didn't launch in a very good state. Especially on the Switch 2, the mouse mode was broken, the touch controls weren't ideal, and then there was stuff like the pea shooter sounds being missing and the dynamic music simply just not being dynamic. Well, I received a message that, hey, they've actually updated this game, and although, why was all these issues present in the start, I thought I would just go through all the issues that I had with the game back when it launched and see what has been fixed and what has not been fixed. Mouse mode is the big thing I want to touch upon because, to me, that makes the Switch 2 version the most attractive one. You can play on your TV, and you can just have your mouse on the sofa. Yeah, it's really lovely. Has this been fixed? Yes. It has been absolutely fixed. The reason it was broken when it came out was that when you lifted your mouse just a little bit off the table, it would go back to control mode. So it would just be really awkward because you do lift your mouse, at least I do, when I move it around just to reposition itself. And it was super sensitive. Now you can lift it, nothing happens until you use your buttons. It is all lovely and it is how it should have been at launch. Touch controls has also been fixed. Now the issue was before that you would be dragging down the plant and then you had to press it again, and if you dragged it down and then you were to collect some suns, that sprite would follow you around. Now it works, you press the plant that you want to take down, then you just drag it and you let go and then it gets planted. And if you take it down and then you want to collect some suns, the sprite doesn't follow around. So yeah, another big issue that has been fixed. Then the thing I talked about was the pea shooter sounds were missing and the dynamic music not being dynamic. And I'm also happy to report that these things have also been fixed. The pea shooter sounds are now back. It's really nice. I mean, it was a small thing, but it was just weird that it was gone. And the music, well, it is now as it was intended by the composer, because when this Replanted version came out, the composer was out saying, hey, I made this music dynamic back in the day. Now it's not dynamic with a big new team and they weren't even involved. What was going on? It has been fixed. And also a thing I didn't touch upon in the original video, but when you would fast forward in the game, the music would also speed up. That has also been fixed, so it doesn't do that anymore. And they've also patched a lot of other small things. Like I brought up that when you played in versus mode, you would have the zombie icons and the sun icons. But up in the, when you would select what things to plant down, there was a glitch, so it was just a sun icon on top of the brain icon, which, yeah, that is not like that anymore. But basically, every single thing I brought up in that video has been fixed. Now, why wasn't this done at release? I don't know, but it is nice at least that they have fixed it. It still leaves a bad taste in the mouth how they handle the whole concept art, that it is essentially fake because the original artist came out and was like, hey, I didn't draw this. What's going on? They didn't involve any of the original creators, which was just, yeah, it's just such a shame when it's a game that's supposed to celebrate Plants vs. Zombies, a game that is really good, that you don't bring in the creators to make it something really special. Instead, it is just a port of the console versions 15 years ago, which now they actually play as they should. So if you want to play Plants vs. Zombies, I mean, this version is now actually quite good. I could see myself actually finishing the game now on Switch 2 because I must admit, being able to play it with a mouse in the couch on the big TV is just the best way to play this game. But what do you all think? Does this remedy this port? Are you now going to be picking it up? Or is it just a lost cause? Well, let us know down in the comments below. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one. Felix from Nintendo Life, out.